Today we're going to be pulling an engine on a Chevy Cruze. I forget what year it is off the top of my head. I'll have all that stuff in the description and title. The current situation is the customer originally paid someone half to start pulling this engine. They barely pulled anything. They took the hood loose, took some wiring harness loose, took the intake loose, the intake boot loose, like the air filter intake. And that's about it. As far as I can tell, maybe the exhaust, because there was an exhaust gasket in the passenger seat, but we're gonna have to do everything else. So let's go ahead and get to it, I guess. This is the state the engine was left in. As you can see, she started pulling the harness and stuff and stopped, I guess. I don't know, but we're gonna go ahead and finish the job. We're gonna work on this harness, and then we're gonna go down on the bottom and see what needs to come undone down there. Still got things to take loose up here, but we'll do the starter and all that stuff first. Everything on the bottom before everything on the top. We got two of the nuts free on this. I just broke this one off. I'll deal with it if I have to deal with it. But I think the other engine has this on it, so hopefully it has all three. If not, again, I'll just deal with it if I have to deal with it. But we'll see. Now I need to go back there and take the exhaust loose from there. That way this whole thing can just lay down. That way I don't have to mess with those bolts back there, because if I mess with those bolts back there, I'm likely to have to replace more bolts, and I don't want to have to do that. So if we can get out of here with just this one being broken, we'll be good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and take that loose back there and let this exhaust angle all the way down. And then we'll be able to go after our starter and our flywheel bolts. Then we'll take our AC compressor off, and then we'll be able to go back to the top. Alright, so you gotta get your flywheel bolts or your torque converter bolts through the starter hole. The starter has 213s that hold it on. Take all this stuff loose. Take all this harness. I always leave my harness in the car, so take all this stuff loose, and then we'll be able to get to our bell housing bolts when we need to. But right now, all we have left on the bottom is to get this AC compressor ready to dangle off to the side so we can get it out of the way. Disconnect any hoses we got left, and then move to the top, and then it'll be bell housing bolt time. So ain't nothing to it but to do it. A couple things to mention. You have 3 flywheel bolts. They're 18 millimeters. And then your torque converter bolt is actually a E-Torx, which is an external Torx. And it's an E18, I believe. Let me see here. Yeah, E18. And that's how you can get on that crank and turn it around. See that bolt right in there. And then your tensioner is also E-Torxes as well. Just take the belt loose. Let's go ahead and get it done. The air conditioner's loose. It's just 313s that hold it on. Got our belt off. Now we're gonna move to the top. Start taking everything loose up there, get the battery out of the way, and then we can do bell housing bolts and all that good jazz. Almost there. There we go. We got the engine out. We're gonna go ahead and pack everything up. Try and get paid half for today, and then we'll come back and knock the rest out tomorrow. The old engine's out. Here's our old engine. There's our new one. We gotta swap over the alternator, the belt, and the catalytic converter. Then we should be good to go to put that one in there. Let's go ahead and get them swapped. To take the belt off of this engine, you have to take this motor mount loose, so that's what we're gonna do. So we can just pull this belt off, and then we'll take our alternator and all that good jazz. We got the new heart in there. Of course, from the junkyard, they broke just about everything. So I had to take this intake off the old engine and put that on, swapped everything else. Now we're hooking everything back up. Already got the flex plate bolts in, so it's just going back together with it. See y'all when I'm done. Everything's hooked back up. We got a portable jump pack hooked up. We're gonna go ahead and give it a start and see what happens. We'll go in from the other side. All right, see what happens. did. There we go, starts and runs. No check engine lights. We're good to go. Sorry I didn't record the first start. I had to mess with the jumper cables and then it started right up.